Before I go, I'll place clean the peace and left everybody. All right, which of course is energy, the source, consciousness that you're part of, light, which is dark. Dark is light. All right. Yeah, if you do more research, you can figure out what I'm talking about if you don't know. Um, this I want to make sure I get this out the way before I forget. So if you actually watched, uh, and that's a little, I just right because that's what I want to talk about. So if you actually watched The Matrix, if you watch all the Matrix, and if you watch all of the Terminator movies, the Terminator movies is the past. This happened. It happened on Earth. Um, if proof of that, if you look up the Nephilim, you find out that they had the metal. We have metal in our body too, but they had a different type of metal in their body, and um, it's in your blood. But they they were seemed like they were part robot. Like some of them had like they really were like part human, part reptilian, part robot. The fallen ones, okay, which spoke Nephilim because they were Nephilim. Um, and this happened in the past. First Earth, when we stood up against them, and the first heaven, which would be first Earth, because the Earth was with heaven. All right. Now, and will be again. And now this, and of course, there's an energy that's been coming, and the shift has already started. It shifted once, it's shifting right now again. Uh, and they're naming some of the stuff after the energies, which is kind of funny. But anyhow, the devil always twists things and turn upside down, as you know. So, of course, the future would be the Matrix. And proof of this, our ancestors have wrote and spoke about this in the past about how they have put some type of, I don't want to call it technology, but our ancestors were scientists, and our beliefs were scientific, real science, not bullshit science. And there's something put in place so that, I guess the Creator had them do this, so that no matter what, we be on top, during the end. Now they went and saw the past, and they went and saw the future, and when they went and saw the future, we came out on top. Now, if you look through all of the Matrix movies, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the new one, Resurrected, then you see that it's talking about the future. All right, up to this point, they know that people are going to start waking up, aka getting abilities, resurrection, stuff like that. Not the way they tell you in the Bible, because they don't really explain anything in that book. Uh, you have to really research everything you read to get the full understanding. And the rabbit hole goes deep, so it's take you a while to get that understanding. And this would be the last battle. Except, see, they saw us our last chance. This is their last chance. In that movie, The Matrix. And that's why I tell you don't be scared, because we're going to come out on top. The end result is our people is going to be on top. We are not the fear of dying, because we don't die. Uh, we not supposed to have some time limit as far as where we can go after this, as far as if we come back after this, or go to the new earth after this, or whatever the situation is. For the chosen ones, yes, you chose to come here. You was promised help. You got help. Um, that's why you get these downloads and stuff. And the Creator has wired you different to do the research. In some ways, that does make you different. But it's coming down to the wire now, and they're gonna keep ramping things up, as you know. So just remember that we're headed towards the future. Energies are coming to the earth. They're naming these energies things, and creating their own mess to give the name of the energies that's coming. Okay, just like when they came here, we already had cities and we already had government set up. They didn't have to do any work to make it in the world. All they had to do with still stuff, and that's what they did all around the world. So, but in a deeper thing, you have to remember we're fighting against things that are principalities, and there are you see these people that are pushing this thing. They represent the fallen ones, because the fallen ones is really who's scared of you the most, and they really want to put it into you or stop you or totally erase the DNA that you got. So I'm not gonna say anything more than that because, like I said, I'm supposed to be teaching today. But um, yeah, I think that's it for now. So peace and love, everybody. Praise the Creator, nobody else. There was one more thing I was supposed to talk about, but it slipped my mind for now. But it'll come back later, like it always does. So we'll talk later. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. Either way, peace and love to everybody. Praise the Creator, nobody else. And as far as an update, the house is still being worked on. We still working on it. It's moving along. Um, Eventually, I may do a video about it. I'm gonna have a new entrance song coming in to my videos soon. Just gotta work some things out. But for now, yeah, that's all I have to say. I don't have anything else to say. I hope everybody listens. I hope everybody, everybody, and I think I should be, if I'm correct, I will be doing some videos, feature some things like I used to as well. The innuendos of folks who do not have to understand it, and then I'm gonna start breaking some stuff down on that laptop too. That's really open your eyes. I see there's more on new subscribers. I seen that. So there's a lot of stuff. If you haven't watched this channel before, or you have watched it, and if you have watched it, you missed out on a lot of stuff if you haven't been watching it, because you have lost my channel due to the fact that they tried to erase me off of YouTube, and I had to go to get, I think I got like 12 channels. That's a shame. You know how many channels you got anymore. I had to make so many of them, but I think it's 12 channels, and I'm on Rumble, and on TikTok, and on Facebook. But I don't teach. I post my videos on Facebook, so you find me on Facebook too, under a different name. Oh, that's them dogs again. So with that said, if you have not watched my channel at all, and you have finally tuned into this channel, listen to me and understand that there's some things that you're gonna find out that nobody told you. And don't be mad at any teachers who didn't tell you. Everybody's on a different level. They didn't know, or they don't know, and that's okay, because we all a piece of this puzzle, putting everything together. We got to work together to figure everything out, because nobody knows everything. All right, I'm pretty sure you heard that, yes, Mr. News has a whole lot of knowledge. You may have heard that maybe somebody was saying the only one that so far that give 100% truth. There's others out there that have and that still do give 100% truth. They're just hard to find. I've been fortunate to bump into some of them, a good portion of them. I've been fortunate to talk to some on the phone as well. So the truth is still out there. I know y'all lost, we lost Raptor News, but don't worry. There'll be no drought of knowledge for you. That's also in the scriptures. There was before in the past, because it had you on that religion. And I ask that you step totally out of religion altogether, because you should. And this is going to help you get a better understanding of everything that's going on, because it's time for our people to step into reality, and not stories. Stories don't mean nothing if it can't be proven. When I mean proven, physical facts, hardcore evidence that cannot be denied. That's how you get the truth. Everything else, and that's how you also find out the lie. And everything else is bullcrap. The Creator said what? Spirit and truth. Yearns for the day people to serve the Creator like that. Why? Because then and only then will your eyes will fully be open to what's really going on, what's really around you, and that although the Bible may not be telling you everything, and there are a lot of lies in that book too. Um, Listen, I've been telling y'all older books for a long time for a reason. Um, there are some things that are true in that book, but they 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 don't even scratch the surface. They don't scratch the surface, and that's the facts. They do not scratch the surface. And history, unfortunately, is told a lot of times in that book backwards. So you need to go hard. But when you tune in and I bring a message because the Creator used me to do it, you're going to see evidence, you're going to see scriptures, you're going to hear some things that is going to surprise you and have you shocked. And in fact, if you got folks that believe the truth, some of them, even if you show them the evidence, ain't going to want to believe it. People will call you crazy and stuff like that. But see, the fact is, the truth is crazier than nonfiction. Peace and love.